So, basically, the Usos ended up winning it, of course, which isn't what I wanted to see because, of course, we wanted to see Aleister Black and Ricochet win it, and we thought they would win it after they lost to the War Raiders, but unfortunately, the Usos won. I'm not sure who they might lose it to, but, you know, I mean, I like the Usos. I don't have a problem with them being champions. I mean, it's better than Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura, if I'm being honest, or the Bar again.
They're like the random tag team and everything.
Yeah.
You know, this was rumored to be the Usos versus the Hardys.
Yeah. We could see that next pay-per-view, though.
Yeah.
But, I mean, this was a lot better.
But what we got here, you can't say anything wrong about this.
Yeah.
This is just one of the best matches on the show.
Yeah, it was a lot
Period.
better.
The Usos win. I forgot who they pinned. I forgot.
Yeah, me too.
But they did a double splash in the corner.
Yeah, that was nice.
They pick up the win, so they retain the titles.
Okay.
Next here, we got the Falls Count Anywhere match with Shane McMahon and The Miz.
I thought it was a really good match. I mean, I love that they went outside and really just...
They went everywhere.
I mean, The Miz took most of the control, though.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, but the ending was...
Shane's dad even got... Not Shane's dad. Miz's dad even got involved in this match.
And now it's a meme. Now it's a meme where he does this. Yeah.
It's a meme, apparently. Oh, man.
That's funny.
So Shane tries to go for the signature elbow drop off the top rope through the announce table while Miz is just laying there. And here comes his dad.
Yeah.
He comes out of nowhere, and he's trying to fend off Shane. Shane's like, what are you doing? And his dad gets in the ring, Miz's dad, and he tries to square up with Shane.
And what's funny is that Shane McMahon...
Yeah, he had his... I forgot how he had his fighting stance. He was just like... And then Shane was just like, you know, do it?
Yeah, he's like
adjusting it for Mrs. Dad. Like, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that was funny to see.
And they made that into a meme, and now Mrs. Dad is just all over the internet.
That's perfect.
And then Shane beats him up.
Mm-hmm. And then the Miz just went off from there.
Miz fucking lost it.
Yeah.
He threw Shane into the crowd, and then he just beat him up everywhere around the arena.
Yeah.
They eventually got into this, like...
scaffolding thing.
Yeah. It was funny, though, because, like, before they got over there, they went into, like, the other commentator tables, and they were just fucking throwing each other on there.
Yeah, that was funny.
And the way the commentators were just running off. That was funny.
Yeah.
Miz just throws Shane into one of these tables, and then, they both climb this scaffold camera.
The Miz hits a skull-crushing finale
on top of it.
Yeah.
And he's just pounding away on Shane.
Yeah.
And then this is where it gets crazy. They do a superplex spot off the top of this scaffold camera stand or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And they literally crash into a table below,
that was
15
awesome
feet under. Holy shit.
That was awesome. But what ended up happening was because the Miz superplexed Shane, and
Shane was on top of Miz, and his arm was literally on Miz's chest, and the referee counted it, and somehow, after taking all the punishment from Miz, Shane still managed to pick up the win.
I mean, it's an interesting way to win, but, you know, I'll take it. I mean, because the Miz won the battle. Yeah. But, unfortunately, Shane won the war. So.
I don't know. Maybe this could end up continuing. Because I would like to see Miz just get his win under Shane.
Yeah.
I don't think they're just
I think it'll happen. I mean,
I don't think they're just going to keep it this way.
When is Extreme Rules coming?
July.
Yeah, we could see that.
It's a long time, though. Maybe they do a Money in the Bank.
Yeah, that's probably more realistic.
Because Money in the Bank is the next pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't even want to talk about this.
All right, so the next match, which was...
the Women's Tag Team Championship Fatal 4 match.
Okay, I know you're upset about the results. We both had Sasha and Bayley retaining.
Why? My question is why?
I mean...
do you now realize what you have done to the Women's Tag Team titles?
Yeah.
They're fucking dead.
It's a little bit ridiculous.
They are absolutely dead at this point. It took not even 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
And the fucking division's already dead. Sasha and Bayley, they were the right team to win at the Chamber. The first ever Women's Tag Team Championship.
Yeah. Just
they fucking
wasted.
drop it to a worthless tag team like Peyton Royce and Billy Kay were fucking iconic.
I don't have a problem with Peyton Royce and Billy Kay, but you could have just given them the titles down the line. I was expecting a long run with Sasha and Bayley.
They can't wrestle. They're just terrible in the ring. I'm sorry.
I'm not even that big of a fan of them on the mic. I think
if Sasha and Bayley were gonna lose, they should have just lost it to fucking Beth and Natty.
Yeah, I'm just gonna be honest here. The best part of the Iconics is Peyton Royce, and that's mostly because of her looks.
Obviously.
Yeah. I'm not the biggest fan of how they wrestle. I mean, I think they're okay, but...
One thing I did like about Peyton's, though, was, like, she had, like, Eddie Guerrero-inspired gear.
Yeah, that was nice to see. They also had, like, came out in, like, devil attire, sort of, which was alright.
Yeah, that's
but
cool.
Still, I mean, this was the wrong team. They gave
the wrong team won here. And
yeah. I mean, it was an alright match, I'd have to say. I mean, we did see a double sharpshooter from Natalya...
On Sasha and Bayley,
Sasha and Bayley, and we did see a glam slam or two.
Yeah, and then like, I forgot what happened at the end. Somebody hit a finisher on somebody.
Yeah.
And then like
Peyton Royce.
Billy throws somebody out of the ring. I forgot who it was, and then she just pins like the person that's just down, and then she takes the title. Yeah. So I'm like, are you kidding me?
I hope they. I don't know. I don't know who they're gonna lose it to.
They better drop these titles right away.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they're just worthless as the tag team champions. I'm sorry.
Let's move on from that.
Okay. Moving on from a negative to a big positive. Big positive here.
The power of positivity.
With the WWE title on the line. Kofi Kingston versus the new Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, this was awesome.
This was, in my opinion, the best match of the entire night.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, it was very technical too with all the submissions and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, just a lot of emotions went into it.
So many emotions, man. I wouldn't say it was kind of similar to Gargano and Cole, but Kofi did kick out a lot.
Yeah. Which was cool to see.
Yeah. I mean, like, there was one of the spots where Bryan hit the running knee. Kofi gets turned inside out.
You think that it's over.
It kicks out.
Just keeps on fighting.
It keeps on fighting. And, but yeah, I mean, this match was just fucking great. I enjoyed it for everything it was. And then Kofi hits the Trouble in Paradise.
What happens?
He wins the title. Kofi Kingston is the new WWE champion. Yeah. The first ever Grand Slam African American champion.
People like to talk about history, like, oh, Seth Rollins won the Universal title. This is history. Yeah. But this is actually history.
This is actually history.
This is the first ever African American WWE champion.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's been long overdue. The Rock doesn't count.
Mark Henry doesn't count.
Yeah, Mark Henry doesn't count because Mark Henry was the World Heavyweight Champion. No.
Yeah.
Kofi Kingston you couldn't have given it to somebody more deserving and better.
This man has held the United States title, the Intercontinental title, the tag team titles with CM Punk, and then with the New Day, of course.
And with Evan Bourne, and with R-Truth.
Yeah, with a bunch of other guys. All he needed after 11 fucking years was the WWE title. And there you go. The power of positivity. I can't even speak. The power of positivity lives on.
I mean, it was one of the greatest moments in WrestleMania history.
One of the best.
I have to say.
I absolutely shed a tear, honestly, because it was just so emotional. Literally the same way I felt when Gargano beat Cole with TakeOver. It was very, very emotional.
Yeah.
And then when Ciampa came out and he hugged Gargano and I was like, oh my god, this is so emotional. I'm trying so hard to hold my tears back. Same thing happened when Kofi Kingston went. Everybody.
And then his kids came out.
The fucking ovation Kofi got, the fucking pop he got when he won that title. The crowd fucking just lost it.
Oh yeah, what was interesting too is that they got rid of the hemp championship and they brought back the old.
They brought back the original title.
And they had T-shirts for him too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was just, oh my god, man.
Yeah, they brought out his kids.
Insane. His kids came into the ring to celebrate with his dad and the rest of New Day, and the kid was holding up one of the titles, and the other one was holding up a T-shirt. Just, oh my god, man. How can you not shed a tear seeing that?
That was just
Kofi finally got his moment, his WrestleMania moment.
You know what was interesting too? This would have been Mustafa Ali in this match.
Yeah. I don't think though, as popular as Mustafa Ali, I don't think he would have had the same reaction if he would have beat Daniel Bryan as well.
I agree. I mean, maybe he wouldn't have even won, possibly.
Maybe.
But yeah, it was just amazing to see. I mean, Kofi Kingston as WWE champion is amazing. So now our two main champions are Seth Rollins and Kofi Kingston. That's just incredible to see. Moving on. This match was a little bit pointless.
This match literally lasted 60 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding you.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio comes out dressed as Mysterio from
Spider-Man
Far From Home, which was really, really cool. All to just get fucking choked out by Samoa Joe in just under a minute.
Yeah. I pick Rey Mysterio to win.
I can't.
And he just gets embarrassed.
Okay, we all knew Rey had like a little problem with his knee. And on that SmackDown before Mania, he said he was like at 90%.
Yeah.
But he said he was going to be ready to go for Mania.
He looked like about like 45%.
Honestly, he came in, he hit a 619, and he went for the splash, but Joe just caught him right away, picked him through the ropes, and he just chokes him out, and then Rey passes out within seconds.
Dominic should have been at ringside, because maybe that would have given Rey more powers.
Maybe. I mean, look how big Dominic is compared to Samoa Joe.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I mean, but that match was just...
Oh, poor Rey. What did he do to deserve that?
I don't know.
However, it makes Samoa Joe look like a fucking straight badass.
I know. I mean, I think it's maybe karma from when he retired JBL.
Could be,
but
I don't know.
All right.
That was just funny.
Moving on.
Then we move on to the most boring match of the night. This
lasted. I like the entrance for Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. Roman Reigns, I like the pyro and whatnot, but his attire was just really boring, which suits this match because I told you.
This only lasted like 10 minutes, but oh my god, I nearly fell asleep just watching this. The crowd was not into it at all.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this was awful.
This was a boring match.
I was
about to fall asleep in the middle of the match.
But you know, thank God it ended quickly. Thank God it didn't go like 20 or 30 minutes because oh my god, I would have been fucking passed out.
Roman Reigns ended up winning.
Roman Reigns won,
which was what we predicted.
Yeah, that's what you expect.
So yeah, let's just move on.
Let's just move right on. Okay, here we go. This is where it gets good. We have the no holds barred match. Triple H's career is on the line. He goes 1-on-1 with Batista.
It was nasty.
This was fucking brutal.
Yeah.
This is what I call a fucking war.
Yeah, the entrances for Triple H was badass. It was like Mad Max.
Or something that was really,
and
really
then
cool.
Batista
had like a VIP entrance.
Which was
sick.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He came out as Red Tista, not Blue Tista.
These guys beat the living hell out of each other.
Yeah.
It was mostly Triple H though.
Yeah. One of the most like sickest spots was when Triple H had the pliers, right? And he pulled out...
No, for before that, first he had the pliers.
He had the pliers.
He put it on Batista's fingers. It was like 2 or 3 fingers.
And he snapped them.
And literally he just stepped on it. It was on the ring steps. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was nasty.
That was hard to watch. But it was even more harder to watch when... What happened?
But Triple H had the pliers.
Yeah.
But we all know Batista has a nose ring. So Triple H is like, that's a nice nose ring you got. And Batista made another meme face that's been going around Instagram. Yeah. And Triple H ended up forcing the nose ring out of Batista's nose, which was nasty. You saw blood started coming out.
Now, to be realistic here, he did pull out his nose ring.
Yeah.
However, it was weird because Batista was like, you would imagine, you get your fucking piercing pulled out of you, you'd probably be fucking dripping blood everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally, all we saw was just like a dot of blood. Yeah.
He must have like loosened it up a little bit.
Maybe. But like the way Triple H pulled it out, it looked fucking nasty.
Yeah. But
I mean, Batista was still in pain, but still, that was like nasty to watch.
And then, of course,
they showed it. He had it in his hand, and then he just fucking threw it. I'm like, oh my god,
that was nasty. Of course, towards the end, they started bringing out Triple H's favorite weapon, the sledgehammer.
Yeah. By the announce table, Triple H speared Batista.
Yeah.
They were both on top of the 2 announcer tables. And Triple H just goes in, kind of like the spot where Edge just speared Undertaker.
Yeah.
Literally the same thing happened here. Triple H just speared Batista through one of the tables. It was a great spot there. Also, Batista went for a Batista bomb.
Yeah.
On top of the table while the steel steps were there, and he took a nasty shot.
Yeah.
Triple H counters, and Batista just goes flying over the table, and he hits hard. and he goes to the table.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they missed the Spanish announce table.
Yeah.
They went for the French announce table, so I was a little bit.
So his back hit pretty hard on the table. But yeah, Triple H grabs the sledgehammer, and Ric Flair comes out.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, Flair comes out, and he's distracting Batista, and he manages to give Ric Flair. He manages to give Triple H the sledgehammer. Mm-hmm. Batista also has a sledgehammer in his hand. So here Batista being stupid and all, thinking, "Oh, it's my shot here. I'm gonna beat Triple H here. Mm-hmm. This is my final blow right here." But he didn't realize when he turned around that Ric Flair gave Triple H another sledgehammer.
Yeah, and then what does Triple H do?
He jumps over the steps, and then he just nails Batista literally right at the top of the head.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then he just pins Batista with the pedigree, and Triple H wins, and his career is still intact. Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's what we want.
Yeah, that's what we predicted as well. So
Batista, however, he announced on social media he is done with wrestling. So,
okay, I mean, that's a good way
props
to go.
to Batista.
Yeah.
This is a perfect way to send him off to retirement.
He's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer next year.
I mean, because who else was he going to feud with at this point? Nobody else.
Yeah, exactly. He's got
Triple H was the perfect opponent to defend it. And however, this was not the perfect opponent for Kurt Angle. Because
wait, before we get into this, there's a doctor we need to talk about.
Doctor?
The doctor of Thugonomics.
Was that after this?
I'm pretty sure it was before this.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, so Elias, we all knew was the musical WrestleMania. Yeah. Now, this was pretty funny to see, because this was, like, pre-taped.
Yeah.
So they showed, like, 2 or 3 Eliases playing, like, you know, the guitar. First, he was playing the drums. Then he was playing the piano. Yeah. And then he was playing the guitar, of course.
Yeah, that was funny to see.
And then he was just basically talking to himself, and it was funny. Mm-hmm. And, like, all of a sudden, they showed this, like...
It was the Yankees Babe Ruth where he called his shot.
And they said, and then you heard Word Life, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Or did they say Word Life, or did they say Thugonomics? I don't even remember.
I'm not sure.
Something like that.
Something like that.
All of a sudden, you hear the fucking John Cena old theme song. I'm like, no, get the fuck out of here. There's no way. Cena, like I said, Cena was not even advertised for Mania this year. We thought he was going to show. All of a sudden, here comes fucking badass Doctor of Thugonomics, John Cena from 2004.
With the pump shoes and everything.
There he is right there. He was wearing the blue sweatbands. Yeah. He had the backwards hat. He had a Yankees jersey
that
on.
Was cool.
He had the big chain around his neck, looking like a fucking badass.
Yeah, he had the Yankees hat.
Oh my god, man! I love.
Yeah,
that shit was so funny.
That was awesome to see.
That was hilarious.
And then when he came in, he started dissing Elias.
Oh my god! You know how Elias kept saying, you know, WWE stands for Walk with Elias.
Yeah.
Well, John Cena's like, he was looking at the microphone. He's like, this means Walk with Elias, more like wrestling's worst experiment, or something like that, or worst wrestling experiment, something like that, something around those lines. I was just like, oh god,
wasted wrestling experiment.
Wasted wrestling experiment. I think that's what it was right there. Oh my god, that was funny.
And then he called him a Shih Tzu.
Yeah, then he called him a little piece of Shih Tzu. And then they showed a picture of Elias photoshopped of his face on the Shih Tzu on the Titantron.
And then John Cena said that he only plays with himself.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was funny to see.
And then here comes Cena. He grabs a fucking bag of pistachios. Yeah. And he looks at Elias's face and he's like, your face... or my nuts or something. What the fuck?
Something like that. Something to do with nuts.
Your face is my nuts or whatever.
Yeah.
But you have a hair, your bush. I was like, what? Oh my god, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
That was the funniest segment of the entire night.
Definitely. And then John Cena hits him with the FU.
Yeah, he's like, you know how they saw about time attitude adjustment? You about to get the FU. Yeah. And he punches him with the fucking chain in the face. Elias is down. He hits the standard 5-knuckle shuffle, and he hits the FU, and then Cena walks away.
Yeah, that was awesome to see.
That was just fucking
definitely
great.
One of the best.
Can we please have old school Cena back, like, full time?
I'd love that.
I would love that.
I doubt it, though.
I would love that.
I'd love it, too.
Oh, man.
Moving on.
So, yeah, anyways, we go from... You know, in Triple H Batista, like we said, Batista is the perfect opponent for Triple H to have at WrestleMania, to have his final match.
Yeah.
But Not for Kurt Angle. Because he fought Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Unfortunately, John Cena showed up...
before this.
Yeah.
So we knew, oh, God, it means he's going to fight fucking Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
no Undertaker either.
No Undertaker.
Not even Lars Sullivan.
Not fucking Lars Sullivan. Nobody you would expect to show
Yeah.
up. We just had this stupid match, and this only lasted like 6 minutes.
Yeah, and then who ended up winning?
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin. I mean, how could you have Kurt Angle go out that way?
Why? I just
especially
don't
out with
know.
a loss to Baron Corbin.
I mean, come on, man. Why are they pushing Corbin so much?
I have no
It's
idea.
really doing nothing.
And then they're calling him Brooklyn's favorite son. Like, what the hell? That was terrible.
Are just terrible.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
What a lame way to send Kurt Angle off to retirement.
I agree. That was terrible.
I mean, thank God he's already in the Hall of Fame, but still, that was
Yeah.
just fucking terrible.
All right, moving on to something a little bit more better.
So Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley. This was the final match before the main event, and I was surprised that they put this match instead of like Randy Orton, AJ Styles.
Yeah.
But again, this was a quick match.
Yeah,
I mean, last too much.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby Lashley came out with colored contacts on, which was pretty cool to see.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. Remember, it was like green colored contacts.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah. And of course, the Demon.
Man, you knew his WrestleMania entrance was gonna be something special.
Yeah, and of course
that was just fucking great. But yeah, Finn, he just beats the living hell out of Bobby Lashley.
As we'd expect, because he's the Demon.
Yo, there was a spot in this match. Oh my God, literally the Demon came out of Finn Balor here.
Yeah.
The way this man lifted Bobby Lashley and he hit that powerbomb, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that was awesome to see.
Insane.
I mean, the strength of Finn Balor.
Insane. He absolutely deadlifted Lashley, hit him with the powerbomb, and then he goes to the top rope, hits the coup de grace, and Finn Balor takes back the Intercontinental title.
As he deserves.
The way it should be.
Yeah. So,
Great.
I'm hoping Finn holds that championship until at least SummerSlam.
He better this time.
Yeah, because I love Finn Balor as Intercontinental Champion. Hopefully this means that he could start using the Demon more often for pay-per-views like how they did in NXT, but
hopefully,
I doubt it.
We'll see.
So
now we get into the main event.
Before we get into the main event,
what else are we talking about?
Alexa Bliss came out and she announced the new attendance record.
That's really not that important.
Which was kind of pointless, but
what was it, like 86,285 or some shit like that?
Yeah, then another part of the match, the Hall of Famers came out.
Oh yeah, the Hall of Famers came out, and then DX got like a 2-minute, 3-minute entrance.
Yeah,
so that was cool to see.
Yeah, that was nice. So moving on to the main event.
Okay, before the match even started, Charlotte Flair, this was really cool. She came out of a fucking helicopter.
That was nice.
That was awesome.
And then the red carpet too.
Yeah. So she was wearing like her leather jacket. She had the title around her waist, and she comes out of the helicopter. She takes off the jacket, and here they are, these guys giving her robe.
Yeah.
And then she's just walking, and all of a sudden, here comes Ronda. But before Ronda came out, they started playing her theme song by the actual person who sang the song.
That's I don't like when they do like live performances like what we saw with Pitbull a few years ago.
Oh my God.
With this dancing.
I still remember this guy dancing like Pitbull.
Yeah.
Or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh man.
When you do it like Pitbull, like those performances, that's how you're not supposed to do it.
Yeah.
But when it's like while they're doing the entrances, like what we saw with Ronda Rousey, that's
really
how
cool.
you're supposed to do it. And that was really cool to see.
I don't even remember the name of this chick.
Yeah.
But still, it was really, really cool to see. Ronda came out looking like a badass as always.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool to see how she like the second she came out and she saw like her entrance being played by like the actual person who was singing her song. She was all smiley, she's like, and then she got all serious when she started walking down the match. She went like, and then she was like,
yeah, that was kind of funny.
Yeah,
that is typical Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
And then I think we saw Charlotte come out.
Yeah, then Charlotte came out.
Yeah.
And then Becky came out, and the match started, and it lasted about 20, 30 minutes around there.
I have to say, it was a pretty good match.
It was, but the ending...
The ending was a little
I'm not
bit weird.
really feeling the ending.
About the ending...
This was botched.
Well, here's what happened. See, from what I heard, Ronda Rousey didn't want to tap out to the disarmer, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
So they had her Becky defeat her.
Now we all knew Ronda was going to take the loss to Becky. We just didn't know how. And so while Ronda's going for the Piper's Pit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, before we talk about that, so there was a spot in this match where Ronda got the armbar on both Charlotte and Becky at the same time.
That was nice to see.
And then she had them both on the ring apron. She's hanging upside down.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, Becky slips out of it. I mean, while Ronda still has Charlotte in the position, she's still upside down. Here comes Becky. She drop kicks Ronda through the ropes, and Ronda goes flying. First, she hit the ring apron, and then she hit the floor. That was a nasty spot.
Yeah, I
thought she fucked up some.
I thought she might have fractured her shoulder or broke it.
But the way she landed was just
that was nasty.
Yeah, it was nasty. But yeah, towards the end of the match, Ronda goes to the Piper's Pit on Becky, and I don't know what the fuck happened to Charlotte. She just disappeared or whatever, unless Becky took her out. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then so Ronda goes to the Piper's Pit. She kind of hit it. But the way she landed, it ended up being a pinfall attempt from Becky.
Yeah.
And I thought Ronda was going to kick out. Nobody suspected this was going to end like this. And what happened? Becky won.
Yeah.
Becky won, just like we all wanted. But it wasn't
the... It just ended in a bad way.
Yeah, it wasn't the way we wanted it to end. But still, Becky won both titles.
Still, Becky won.
Becky won both titles.
People are happy.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. Becky 2 belts.
Yeah, that's what they call her now. Becky 2 belts. They even have a shirt released on WWE Shop, which is really cool. I don't know, man. Do you really think they're going to continue with these women's main events at WrestleMania?
I think this is like a one-time thing.
Yeah, it's probably just a one-time thing.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't know.
The match was great. I'm not going to take anything away from the match, but just the ending was just bizarre.
I mean, yeah, I think we're just going to go back to normal main events by next year. I mean, just as long as Brock Lesnar or Roman Reigns is in the main event, I'm happy.
Yeah. I wish they would just go back to the standard WrestleMania main event where the Royal Rumble winner headlines WrestleMania in the main event.
If that was the case, then we would have seen Brock Lesnar versus Seth in the main event. But I mean,
it was a lot better scene in the beginning of the show because it was just a hot way to start up the show.
Becky Lynch's
the crowd building up.
Becky Lynch's attire was pretty cool too, with black and yellow.
Yeah,
sort of reminded me of Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
Yeah.
Who's that?
It's a movie.
Oh, okay. So Becky won.
Yeah.
It was crazy. You know, just like I said in prediction, do you really think WWE was going to pull off the upset where Becky, Kofi, and Seth all walk out as champions?
That's why I picked Brock. I didn't think they were going to do that.
And they did it.
They did it.
They fucking did it. I was like shocked.
They did things so much more better than last year.
Yeah, way, way, way better.
Because we were supposed to see Shinsuke win last year when after he won the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
We were supposed to see that. We were supposed to see Asuka beat Charlotte, but Charlotte... But yeah, they actually... We weren't supposed to see Jinder Mahal win the United States title, I believe.
God, no. I thought it was going to be Rusev at that time.
Yeah, but, you know, they made the right decisions here overall. I mean, some of the decisions weren't, like, good. Like, for example, when Peyton Royce and Billie Kay won. But, you know, that's expected.
The only negatives I would say about this Mania was Billie Kay and Peyton won. Nobody wanted that. I mean, maybe some people...
Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
Maybe some people did.
Yeah, Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
That was a boring match. It could have been better.
The Samoa Joe, Rey Mysterio could have been a little bit longer.
However, it made Joe look like a badass, which was good for Joe.
They could have had a different opponent for Kurt Angle.
But way to squash Rey Mysterio.
Yeah. Could have had a different
Baron Corbin, Kurt Angle. Why the fuck? I don't... That's not even a WrestleMania match. Yeah. We've seen that match on Raw like twice, and they showed it at WrestleMania.
Yeah, but... Besides all that, you know, I'd have to give this...
The best matches on the show, the Cruiserweight Championship match, the SmackDown Tag Team title match, the Falls Count Anywhere match, the WWE title match, the No Holds Barred match, and the main event.
Yeah.
So, you know, it wasn't a perfect show like we mentioned.
I have to say it was pretty solid.
But it was definitely...
I was satisfied.
It was definitely a solid show nonetheless.
I'd have to give it either... a 7 or an 8, so I'm gonna have to give it a 7.5 out of 10.
I would say around the 7.5, around there.
Yeah, definitely a lot better than last year.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys.
That's it. WrestleMania next year is gonna be in Tampa.
Tampa Bay, Florida. They advertised it April 5th, 2020. We're gonna try to go.
We'll
hopefully,
see.
Probably our first time attending WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, still, it's let's hope it's good next year, just like how it was this year.
Yeah, I hope they continue with that trend.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. Remember how last year, when WrestleMania was over, they knew right away what their main event was going to be with Charlotte and Ronda.
Yeah.
I hope that it doesn't end up being the same way where like we see like, I don't know, fucking Roman Reigns in the main event again. Like nobody wants to see that.
Watch, we're gonna see Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar again.
Roman Reigns versus fucking Baron Corbin.
Oh God! Don't even give me.
You know they're advertising that for Extreme Rules in July.
Okay, well that's at Extreme Rules, not a
match.
Yeah, that's at Extreme Rules, not at WrestleMania. I mean, I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean,
if we see Baron Corbin get beat up,
then I'll take that.
Yeah.
They couldn't. Are you? No. I don't believe he's not gonna fucking come over now.
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Okay, Chris was supposed to come over earlier. Richard was here earlier, but Chris was supposed to show up. He said he was gonna come and hang out with us. He never did.
Don't tell me he's gonna show up at 10:24.
Yeah, he just texted me now. Oh, I got the notification on my phone. I swear, if this man shows up at fucking 11 o'clock at night, I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. All right, but
he probably fell asleep.
Yeah,
because I called him 3 times.
Mm-hmm. All right, so in conclusion,
solid show.
Yeah,
definitely one. I would definitely go back and I'm not gonna say gonna watch the entire show over again if I wanted to.
I would say like a few matches.
Yeah, just a few matches, like we said. But yeah, this is definitely a solid show and one of the best Mania in just under 5 years.
One thing I have to say though, we didn't really see a lot of debuts.
Okay, we didn't see no Bray Wyatt. We didn't see no Lars Sullivan. We didn't see no.
We did see Luke Harper.
We did see Luke Harper, but we said no Bray Wyatt.
Yeah,
no Lars Sullivan.
We saw John Cena.
No Dolph Ziggler. Who else was
Dean
there?
Ambrose didn't have his last
Ambrose
match.
wasn't even there. No Kevin Owens. Where the fuck was Kevin Owens?
No Sami Zayn.
No Sami Zayn.
No Adam Cole or anybody like that.
Oh, nobody from NXT.
Nah.
Just the women.
Yeah, that's...
But still, what? Wow. Okay. How the fuck you gonna have a WrestleMania without Kevin Owens?
Yeah, but what happened? Whatever happened to KO Mania?
Yeah, what the fuck?
What happened to that?
I guess they were just really going with Kofi Mania.
Well,
still, you couldn't have Kevin Owens in the Battle Royal?
Yeah.
I mean, come
that's
on,
what
man.
I was thinking. They should have hyped it up. Yeah. Kevin Owens could have won.
Right.
But, I mean, besides all that,
it's just really random to see all these guys not appear on the show.
Yeah.
Especially Ambrose. This could have been his last WrestleMania, but apparently, was he even at 34? I don't even think so.
I don't think so.
I don't even remember.
Jesus. It's kind of sad. He missed 2 WrestleManias.
That's just awful, man. Come on. Poor Ambrose. But, yeah, guys, that's going to wrap up our WrestleMania 35 review. We had to split this into 2 parts because we knew it was going to be a long video.
Yeah, this is 30 minutes on its own.
30 minutes and then 20 other minutes on the other one. So this is just about the same length as the other one. But, yeah, if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. We appreciate every single one of you. And don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, favorite.
RKO that like button out of nowhere.
Tap the bell for notifications to get our future uploads. And we will be back shortly with our Monday Night Raw / SmackDown live review. Yes, we'll be doing both shows in one video.
Should be fun.
All right. So until then, we'll see you all in the next one. Too sweet.